Welcome back to another episode of Just a Bit Offside. I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We are going to recap Week 7 of the NFL. Some crazy upsets again. A lot of disappointment and heartache for this guy. We'll get right into that. Week 7 did have some teams on byes. We had Vikings, the Bills, the Eagles, and the Rams were all on a bye week, so they didn't play. We did, let's kick this off with the Thursday night football game as well. We're keeping our track of what games we predicted correctly. Going into week 7, we had actually a correction from the last show. I said I was up 2, but I was only up 1. Was that correct?
Yeah, B-Money redid the math.
Yeah. So I have a 1-point lead in predictions going into week 7. Thursday night football, it was actually turned out to be a decent Thursday night game for once. It was the Arizona Cardinals and the Saints.
The New Orleans
Saints.
With Andy Dalton at the helm.
Yeah, and you know what? In fantasy purposes, he actually did really well.
Yeah.
Even though he did throw 2 pick sixes in 1 quarter.
Yeah, that didn't help. And like really close together too.
Yeah, they were.
It was just like, and then you're like, oh. And then he's like, I retire.
Yeah, he retired mid-game.
Like right there. He just put the ball and just dropped the ball, took his shoes off right on the field and just left him.
I'm out.
Peace.
The one big news for the Arizona Cardinals was that DeAndre Hopkins was back. That was huge. They actually put up a lot of points. They played well. The Cardinals won. What was the final score, K-Dog?
Arizona 42, Saints 34.
And as far as our picks were concerned,
I took the Cardinals. You took the Saints.
I don't know why. I had a little more faith in Taysom Hill, who did get a touchdown in that game. But yeah, the Saints could not do it. The Cardinals won. So you won that one.
Yeah, and Hopkins had 10 receptions for 103 yards. This could be what brings the Cardinals out of the basement of that division. Because right now, I mean, the NFC West, I'm just checking it out just to confirm everything. You know, after this week, Seattle's 4-3, the Rams are 3-3, and the 49ers are 3-4 after the loss yesterday, and the Cardinals are 3-4. So they're actually last in the division, but this could be, with Hopkins back, I think what's going to turn it around. Yeah. And that division, I think, is wide open. You know?
It is, yeah. Seahawks playing well. We'll get into their game from week 7. But yeah, the Cardinals could make a comeback now. Having DeAndre Hopkins back, he did over 100 yards. Would have been nice to see him have a touchdown as well. But Kyler Murray likes having DeAndre Hopkins, and the Cardinals pulled off a win. Now we're on to Sunday football. Early games, 1 o'clock. K-Dog, what do we got?
Baltimore Browns. Baltimore 23, Browns 20.
That was a close game, but the Ravens, what's going on with the Ravens after a huge fast-paced start to the season? Lamar Jackson, going off. They've seemed, even though they won, the Baltimore Ravens have seemed to really cool off. They probably should have dominated that game.
Yeah, it should have been a higher scoring game. I mean, the Browns kind of did it to themselves again. So the Browns are 2-5, and they really should be 5-2. At the end, I mean, Baltimore stopped them on the goal line. So Baltimore's D stood up, but Lamar only had 120 yards, 3 sacks, and 60 yards rushing. So Lamar didn't have a great game. Jacoby Brissett had 258 yards, and he was sacked 5 times.
Yeah, it's too many times.
He also didn't throw for 1 TD.
That's right. Nick Chubb had a rush.
And neither did Lamar, to be honest with you. So there actually wasn't a receiving TD in this whole game.
Wow.
Yeah. Chubb had a TD. Hunt had a TD. Actually, but the total rushing was only 113 yards, which is low for Cleveland. So Baltimore did their job. And on Baltimore, Gus the Bus Edwards.
Is that his official nickname?
I don't know. That's what I call him. I like that guy.
Gus the Bus. He had a good game.
He rushed for 2 TDs. 2 yards. He rushed for 2 TDs. I like that guy. But
it should be noted, too, that Dobbins has been moved. The Baltimore running back has been moved to IR. He had something on his knee that he had surgery. So he is now on IR. So it's a good thing that Gus the Bus is back.
Gus the Bus.
But they do need some, it's hard to on them because they won, but it just wasn't.
They can't keep playing.
The Ravens weren't good.
They can't keep playing like this.
No.
Like, they just can't.
You lose to better teams.
They're 4-3. They're leading their division. But, I mean, I'll scroll down here. I mean,
the Browns, this was divisional.
Yeah, it's a divisional.
And Pittsburgh sucks.
But they're tied with the Bengals now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 4-3. Browns are 2-5. Steelers are 2-5. But, I mean, their defense stood up. They held the Browns, which was the number 1 rushing team in the league. But they're offensively, they can't get any points.
Yeah.
Like, there's no points.
And they were putting up massive amount of points.
Yeah.
Go to that Dolphins crazy game early in the season.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. Baltimore needs to turn around. They did win. Who picked the winner in that one?
We both took Baltimore, actually.
Oh, it was probably a smart call.
Yeah.
No offense, G-Boats.
Yeah. Well, the Browns could have won that.
They could have.
They could have. Yeah. They had it. But anyways. So next we got Carolina and the Bucs. Now, as everyone predicted, and this was across the board, everybody was like, Carolina is going to run away with this. Tom Brady has no chance against Carolina. There is not even a hope in hell of him putting up points.
I can't think of one person who would have thought that pregame, but that's what happened. The league's worst team, the Carolina Panthers, who were 1-5 going into this matchup against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're fire sailing the team.
They're trying to lose.
So Anderson left, their top wide receiver. They just traded Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers, the top running back. The Panthers are purposely trying to lose. They fired the head coach. They're tanking this season, and they beat the Bucs.
It was announced early this morning, PJ Tucker.
Walker. PJ Tucker is an NBA player.
I keep saying PJ Tucker.
PJ Walker.
This morning it was announced that PJ Walker was fined by the team $15,000 for winning this game.
Yeah, because they're trying to tank.
They're like, what are you doing? It's Tom Brady.
By the way, that's not official. He didn't get.
Yeah, but he got a stern talking to. Do you understand what we're doing? Come on, let's go.
They're trying to tank. They traded away everybody, fired the head coach, and you beat Tom Brady and the Bucs.
Not only did
I don't know
21-3.
Yeah, so the Bucs didn't even get a touchdown at all against the league's worst team, who's trying to tank. I don't get it. Tampa is now they're 3-4.
Yeah.
They are going to need some serious retooling here if they want a chance to make the playoffs. The Bucs are just playing like garbage. Tom Brady destroying Microsoft Surface tablet after tablet after tablet in frustration. He broke up his family to keep playing football. He came back.
That'll happen.
He won the Super Bowl at his age.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You come back, you're getting divorced from Giselle, and you're like, no, football, I'm going to keep playing. You should have just retired last year, because this is embarrassing how you lose to the Panthers. Come on.
Well, and the other thing is he had 290 receiving yards.
Wow, passing yards.
Passing yards, that's what I mean. Yeah, passing yards, not receiving. You can't throw and catch at the same time. He had 290 yards.
How did they lose?
And they had no touchdowns.
Yeah.
And Evans had 96. Evans did have that one drop.
Yeah.
That one drop was a guaranteed touchdown. Yeah. But I don't know. I shouldn't really talk because the Packers are coming up and they're a But anyways, let's not go there. Anyways. All right, we could beep all that out.
And we both picked the Bucs to win because it was the Panthers who were purposely trying to tank.
Yeah.
So we took the Bucs, so we both got that one wrong. What's next in the
this game? A lot of people are talking about that. Maybe we all got a little ahead of ourselves about the Bengals.
Okay.
Now again, they were playing Atlanta, but Cincy 35, Atlanta 17. Cincy goes to 4-3, and Burrow had a game.
He played really well.
34 for 24, 481 yards, 3 TDs.
Woo-hoo.
He still got sacked 3 times, which is too many sacks.
And he rushed in a
TD.
Yeah.
They actually rushed in a lot of TDs. Tyler Boyd rushed in 1 TD and had 155 yards. Jamar Chase rushed in for 2 TDs and 130 yards. Mixon rushed in a TD, and Burrow rushed in a TD. So Atlanta's rush defense is not great.
They're also one of the worst ranked receiving defenses in the league.
They put up a lot of points. Yeah. By put up a lot of points, I mean not on their side.
Yeah.
Mariota went 8 for 13, 124 yards, 1 TD, and 3 sacks. So I don't know.
Not good.
Yeah.
Mariota's not the answer. Like the Falcons traded away Matt Ryan to the Colts. That's not going well. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you pick up Mariota, who I feel like got a raw deal in Tennessee and deserves a chance to be a starter. But clearly this isn't working. The Falcons need to do something else. They're just going to keep losing.
Not football, like something different.
Well, I mean something different.
Try your luck at lacrosse
positions.
You know? All right, guys. This isn't working for us. We're changing sports. We're now the Atlanta Falcons lacrosse team. Sorry, I started laughing just trying to say that.
We're going to take on the New Hampshire Hurricanes in the lacrosse league, and I feel like we have a chance.
I've been watching that Welcome to Wrexham show with the Deadpool guy, and I think we're gonna give her a try with soccer.
Give her the old college try.
Mariota, how's your leg? It's not bad. Let's go. Yeah. Anyways,
all right. So there's not much else to talk about. The Bengals just destroyed them. The Bengals are, after a very slow start to the season, are really starting to come together.
Yeah.
They did make the Super Bowl last year, which surprised a lot of people, but they played really well. And now they're starting to feel like that again. They're on a bit of a heater, and they have to be tops in their division.
They're not actually. The Ravens are. They have the exact same record.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but the Ravens,
so the Ravens are. Bengals are second, but
the
records are the same. So whatever. But anyways, and then the Browns and the Steelers. Yeah, I think
good game.
I think City's going to make a run.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, next up we got Dallas, Detroit. I actually watched a lot of this game.
The picks. Who picked?
Crap!
Correctly.
Yeah. Looking at that one,
I believe I would have picked Cincy on that one.
You did, and I took Atlanta just to be a dick.
Oh, that was a horrible move on your part.
Yeah, that was dumb.
All right, so I won that one. Sorry, next up.
Cowboys Lions. I watched the most of this game actually.
Yeah,
because
Cowboys played well.
I didn't want to watch the Packers game. Dallas 24, Detroit 6. I actually thought Detroit had a chance in this. They were turning the ball. Goff, I don't know. I don't know.
He got traded.
He should give lacrosse a shot. Because he 228 yards, 2 interceptions, 5 sacks.
Ooh.
Obviously no TDs, no nothing going on there. Prescott had an okay game.
Yeah, first game back after the broken, or I guess surgery on his thumb.
Yeah.
No Cooper Rush, as you predicted. You thought Cooper Rush would.
But the Rush man was ready,
coming in
every time. If you guys notice this, and this is why I like his dedication to the game. Every time they did a sideline cam, he was either doing jumping jacks or sit-ups. He was like, "I'm ready, coach," and he was ready to go.
It's rush hour
all the time. He was ready to go.
It's good to go.
Rushman is ready to go anytime, coach.
Well, there's one thing about Dak is he does get injured quite a bit. So he did come back. The Cowboys won again.
Yeah.
Not good for my NFC East with, the Eagles on a bye this week. The Giants as well playing really well. So this is a very tough division. Luckily, the Eagles beat the Cowboys before the bye week. So the Cowboys are now 5-2.
Correct.
Dak is back. They should be impressed with that. As far as our picks, who picked that one correctly? Or we both took the Cowboys.
I actually took the Cowboys. You took the Lions.
You know what?
Because you were just like you're shitting on your division.
I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I probably should have picked. I probably should have picked the Cowboys to win that one.
The Lions had a chance.
Yeah,
they were turning the ball over like crazy. So
I just always feel like the Lions have a chance. They put up a lot of points in a lot of games this year. Took a flyer on that one, but Dak Prescott being back. and it was in Dallas. I probably should have went with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought it was all right. I thought it was
Next.
Again, and Ezekiel Elliott had rushed in for 2 TDs, so it's good to see he's kind of warming up.
Yeah.
You know, he only had 58 yards in total in rushing, but at least he had 2 TDs. So
That's good.
I want to see Elliott warm it up a bit.
Now he's just got to lose that bull nose ring.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
That's not a good look,
It's not a good
man.
look. Come on. No. All right. The most underrated team of the league, the Giants, against the Jags.
They're not getting any love. The
Nope.
Jags were favorite
Yeah.
in this game after the Jags not playing well or consistent, at least, this season. Going into this game versus the Giants, the Jags were a 3-point favorite. The Giants were 5-1 going into this game.
Yeah.
I don't know how the Jags were favored, and of course the Giants beat them senseless.
Pretty sure the Jags were leading into the fourth, though. I think.
Were they?
I think so. But anyways, whatever.
But
Anyhow,
the Giants won.
Giants won 23-17. Daniel Jones had 202 yards, 1 TD, 1 sack. Trevor Lawrence is not having a great year.
No.
He threw for 310 yards, no sacks, no TDs, no interceptions. Saquon Barkley, had 110 yards. Not a great offensive game. Trevor Lawrence is just not having a good season.
So now the Giants are 6-1, and the Eagles are 6-0. Coming off their bye week, though, we'll get into that later in the week as we do our prediction show. But I feel pretty good considering the Eagles are coming off of a bye and facing the Steelers. So that'll be 7-0.
There you go. More than likely.
All right, next.
The Colts traveled to Tennessee, and Tennessee won. There you go.
Yeah,
19-10.
I don't even know what's going on with the Colts. They traded to get Matt Ryan. It was announced today, as you're watching this show, the Colts have announced today that they are benching Matt Ryan for the rest of the season for a player I've never heard of, I've never seen him play. It's Sam Ellinger or Ellinger. And that's how we don't know how to pronounce it because we'll pop up an image of the guy here. B-Money will take care of that. But you lose to the Titans. I thought that Matt Ryan played really well in week 6. And then you're going to bench him. You're going to bench him for the rest of the season? For an unproven player?
I don't even get that.
You traded for him.
Why would you even announce that you're benching him for the whole season unless you're pissed off at him?
Yeah, he must have said something.
Like you banging the owner's wife? Like what? Like, what is going on that you did?
Matty Ice is
like sneaking in, under the cloak of darkness. Like, what did you do to get benched for the whole season?
Yeah.
Like,
it's also odd to announce that now. Like, you could bench him and send a message, like play better and start this Ellinger for week 8. And then Matt Ryan's like, all right, I'm sorry. Like,
don't announce and embarrass him.
You're going to bench him for the rest of the season?
That's brutal.
That just doesn't make any sense. Now at the point, are the Colts trying to tank it? Because it makes no sense that you bench Matt Ryan for the rest of the season for this unproven kid.
But Jonathan Taylor had 58 yards.
Yeah, he's got to get more.
Is that Matt Ryan's fault?
No.
Derrick Henry had 128 yards. Why did Jonathan Taylor only have 58? That can't be Matt Ryan's fault. Tennessee couldn't score. They had 4 field goals and a pick 6. That's how they got to 19.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, 243 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions, 3 sacks. Not great, but I don't think it's you
like
publicly embarrass him.
He played better last week. So I don't get it. I don't know what's up with the Colts, but now officially, if you have Matt Ryan in your fantasy team, don't bother. He's been benched for the entire season. And we'll see in week 8 how Sam Ellinger or Ellinger, put in the comments below if you know how to pronounce that, and see how he does with the Colts. I don't know.
But how does that work? So he's just going to game day show up in a Hawaiian shirt and just be on the sidelines, just hanging out, flip-flops, got his iPods in.
He's going to have to be ready because when this Sam Ellinger gets injured, they're going to have to put Matt in.
But by law, he could say, sorry, I'm benched.
Well, bench is a starter, sorry.
He could bring his lawyer. Bring your lawyer to the sideline. Just go, lawyer,
and then he's just showing up in flip-flops with a Mai Tai.
Flip-flops, Mai Tai, Hawaiian shirt, maybe one of those, like a visor but backwards. That's a good
Matty
look.
Ice needs more ice.
Yeah, come on. Hey.
This cocktail ain't going to fill itself.
Yeah, you publicly embarrassed me, benching me for the whole season. So, yeah, good luck, pal. Hope Ellinger or Ellinger or whatever the dude is good. Nobody knows. Who
took which team in our picks for that game?
You took the Titans. I took the Colts. Yeah. So you won that one. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Bad move.
All right. Sorry, Matt Ryan.
All right. Next, talking about
we got some room on the Packers if you want to come on over.
Next, if we're talking about public embarrassments, we're going to talk about the Green Bay Packers versus the hot garbage that is called the Washington Commanders. That team is so bad. The owner is a piece of human
He's getting in so much trouble for so many things.
That guy's garbage. Carson Wentz, who is just a piece of glass.
Yeah.
So they started Taylor Heineke, and you're facing the Packers, and I don't know, man. I
thought we were going to make a comeback.
I don't even know what to say.
It was close.
Like, Aaron Rodgers hit Aaron Jones for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was
a good throw.
To pull it to 23-21, but that ended up being the final score. There was still about 2 minutes left. If the Green Bay could have gotten the ball back, kicked a field goal for the win, I actually thought it was going that way, but they couldn't do it. So Taylor Heineke, you might as well go for a Heine. Mm-hmm. I don't understand how the Commanders, even at home, can beat the Green Bay Packers. I'll let the Packers fan discuss this scenario.
Yeah, it was awesome. I don't think we really did a good job of clock management.
Yeah, is that Matt LaFleur's fault?
Yeah, I don't think we did a really good job. I think we could have managed that clock a lot better. Yeah. But what do I know? I've been out of the league for years. Also, Aaron Jones and Dillon had a combined 38 yards rushing.
Yeah, but Jones had a lot of receptions.
53 yards.
That's not bad for a running back.
It's not bad, but I'm just saying, like you the two of them combined, AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones should be rushing for
200
on average. Yeah, 130 to 150, right? So Romeo Doubs had nothing.
He had a bad drop.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just we're not gelling. But the problem is now we're 3-4, and this Sunday we go to Buffalo, and unfortunately they're not going to watch the Sabres play. They got to play the Bills. If it was just like a guy trip, and we're all going to get away and going to go to Buffalo, have some wings, and go see the Sabres, I'd feel better. But unfortunately, we got to play the Bills. So we're going to lose. So we're going to go to 3-5. So
the Packers' other problem is their division.
Yeah.
The Bears suck, don't get me wrong, but the Vikings are 5-1.
Vikings are playing great.
So how are you going to make the playoffs? Aaron Rodgers went on television yesterday, and he didn't do his famous relax speech, but he basically said, I'm not worried about it. We know how to turn this around and just wait and see what happens. Aaron Rodgers, I don't feel like there's a sense of urgency from Aaron Rodgers. What is their division like?
Well, Minnesota's 5-1.
Yeah.
Packers are 3-4, so they're in second. Only because the Bears are 2-4, and they're playing tonight, so they're probably going to lose to the Patriots.
Lose that game,
And Detroit's 1-5. So that's the only thing the Packers have going for them. But that would be fine if it was like, okay, these games are just like, like the Browns. The Browns should be 5-2, not 2-5, because they
keep losing close games.
Close games, stupid errors, but Green Bay just can't get it going. So they're not even getting it started. So I don't know what you're doing, and you're not going to beat the Bills in Buffalo. I would love to have a pipe dream.
Beat the Bills.
We're going to do our prediction shows. I'm going to take the Packers because I'm an idiot, and I'm going to lose that one to the old, But I'm just saying, they just can't get it going, and I want to see them get it going. They could catch Minnesota. Maybe we could look into Minnesota's record and see maybe they could catch. I don't know.
It's possible.
They still have their bye week coming up. I don't know, but they're just not playing well. And their defense is so good, and they're just not playing.
This
good.
really should have been a rebound game after dropping 2 in a row. The Packers should have won this game to give themselves some confidence, going into that Bills game, but now you're on a 3-game skid. You lose to the second worst team in all of football, only to face the Bills this coming week 8. That's not good. I think both of us took the Packers. It'd be a crazy person to take the Washington Commanders in that game. So we both lost that one. Let's just move on so that you can, your blood can stop boiling.
I'm fine with that.
4 o'clock games now. They were given it was in Denver, but the Jets Broncos, they were given Denver a 3-point favorite over the Jets, who were 4-2 on a heater, and the Broncos can't score touchdowns.
And Russell Wilson wasn't playing.
So
I'm not sure if that's a positive or negative because he's playing so bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, Russell Wilson was a scratch pretty close to the game. Like, I think they announced it Saturday.
Yeah, did he have surgery or something?
No, just out with a hamstring, some hamstring problems.
All right.
If he was out with the surgery, he'd be gone for weeks and weeks. This is
I
just
thought there was some kind of repairing something in his hand or something. I don't know what.
They were resting him, something with a hamstring, I believe.
Hammy.
He pulled the hammy. So the Jets, of course, won that game. I don't know why the Broncos were a 3-point favorite.
Yeah.
I believe I picked the Jets in this game.
We both picked the Jets.
We both picked the Jets, so that was smart on our part because the Broncos are playing like garbage.
Yeah, we don't even talk about that game. It's not really.
No,
it's not really
Jets
important.
won 16-9. The Jets are 5-2. The only thing I'll say is that division is getting a lot tighter. The Bills are on a bye week. They were already 5-1. The Jets are now 5-2. The Patriots play tonight. They're going to win because they're facing the Bears.
Yeah, Dolphins are 4-3.
The Dolphins are 4-3 after winning Sunday Night Football, which we'll get to in a minute. So that division is getting tougher and tougher. If the Jets and Patriots keep winning, Buffalo's still going to win that division, but you could see one or two of those other teams making wild card spots.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, totally.
People are sleeping on the Jets.
Yeah, really, they are. Especially Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas is like, we're not giving them any.
Yeah, they gave the Broncos a 3-point favorite. I don't get that.
Yeah.
All right. Next, the Raiders. The Texans.
The Texans flew into Las Vegas.
And they got beat.
Of course they did. It's the Texans. Come on.
The Raiders dominated 38-20.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not even much to talk about in this game.
Nah.
The Houston Texans suck. This was an easy win for the Raiders.
I still don't know who Davis Mills is.
I haven't watched him play at all.
That's whatever. Anyways,
Houston quarterback.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs did rush for 3 TDs.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. Devontae Adams had 95 yards. Raiders 38, Texans 20.
And
Derek
Adams
Carr
didn't push anyone.
Nope, didn't assault any photographers. So that's a win.
There you go.
That's a win. So he made his bonus this week. Yeah, other than that, don't push anybody, but just not this week.
There's not much to talk about with this game. It's a pretty obvious choice. I think we both took the Raiders.
I'm still not sold on Derek Carr, though. I don't know.
He can play.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's all right.
I don't know.
Do we both take the Raiders? I'm assuming.
We did. We both took the Raiders because the Texans are Texans.
All right.
So they're 1-4 now. So, yeah.
Ooh, the Texans?
Yeah. Does that make sense? Shouldn't they be 1-?
They should, unless they already had their bye week. No, they should be 1-6. No,
1-5.
Sorry,
they had a tie. They have a tie. I didn't write the tie down.
Tie. 1-4
that math doesn't add up. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Anyways.
1-4-1.
All right. Okay.
Because of the Colts.
That's right. Okay.
All right. Next.
All right. Seahawks and Chargers.
This is a good game,
man. Gino
on our fantasy team. I have him in both fantasy teams that I'm playing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were sleeping on Gino when they traded Russell Wilson to the Broncos. They said Gino was the starter, and
they obviously knew something. I
thought Gino was a good player.
Yeah.
I always felt like he is a starter in this league. So Gino did really well. The Seahawks went on the road. The Chargers have not been playing well recently.
No.
I believe in our picks, I picked the Seahawks to win this game.
You did. Yeah. I took the Chargers because I still think the Chargers should be better.
It should be better.
But Seahawks 37, Chargers 23.
And Chargers were a 6.5 point favorite.
Herbert had 293 receiving yards.
Passing.
2 TDs, 1 interception, 3 sacks. I know.
I know.
Gino had 210 passing yards, 2 TDs, 1 sack, 2 sacks, 1 interception. Anyways, Geno had a better game. Metcalf got taken out.
Carted off. We'll see what's up with that.
So we got to see what's going on with that. And Austin Eckler had a pretty good game, but you guys lost.
I would also say because the Seahawks had Penny go on IR, they had Kenneth Walker III. I believe that's his name.
Okay.
And he had a monster game, including a 75-yard TD. And he had well over 100 yards plus that long TD.
I obviously wasn't impressed enough to make my stat sheet.
But he had a great game. He had a great game.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have the game of Week 7. We both thought this would be the craziest game of the week. And it was Chiefs and 49ers. Christian McCaffrey gets traded to the 49ers. It's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
The Chiefs on the road, but it is the Chiefs. So, what a game. We thought it was going to be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Like a crazy game. And it actually was in the first half, but then the Chiefs just pulled away.
The Chiefs.
They're so good.
The Chiefs, this was a statement game for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And you knew it would be because they're bouncing back off that loss.
Well, their only loss is to Buffalo, or did they lose another one this season? What's their record?
They're 5-2. They showed how good they actually are.
Yeah.
It was insane. Even when they were down, what, 10-0 in the first? Yeah, 10-0.
I think San Francisco came out hot.
Yeah, San Fran was on fire. And then Garoppolo did a couple Garoppolo things. Yeah. And,
Kittle had a good game.
Yeah, but, I mean, at the end of the day, Mahomes, 25 for 34, 423 passing yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception, 1 sack. Garoppolo, 25 for 37, so they're basically pretty even, except he only threw for 303 yards. So that's a big discrepancy, 120 more yards for Mahomes. 2 TDs, and Garoppolo had 5 sacks. 5 sacks.
That's too many.
That's too many sacks for Garoppolo. Yeah. I still like Garoppolo, but he does Garoppolo things.
He does Garoppolo.
You know the Garoppolo things. But, Juju had a good game, 124 yards, 1 TD. Valdez Scandling also had a good game. He
finally stepped up.
Yeah, 110 yards. Kelsey threw in another 98 yards. All good. Hardman rushed for 2 TDs on 2 carries and rushed for 2 TDs.
Yeah, and he's not a running back.
Hardman was great. He literally only had 2 carries, and 49ers like, who is this guy? And that one where he was like, you thought he was going to get sacked. He's like, I'm going to go this way and this way. Yeah. And then TD. So anyways.
Final score was 44-23 Chiefs. The Chiefs were actually a 3-point favorite on the road before the McCaffrey announcement of the trade.
Yeah.
I don't know if the line moved from there, but either way.
McCaffrey had 38 yards too.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool that he played.
They kind of just threw him in to get his feet wet.
It's like how they were saying, oh, he's only going to be on red zone plays. And then he was in like the first play of the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they in the red zone right now? Because they just caught the punt. And he's in the game. I'm like, all right, well, that's not really working. So
who picked who on that game? I believe I picked the Chiefs.
You did. I took the 49ers just because I was just being a dick.
You're just Jimmy
No,
G.
I shouldn't say that. I took the 49ers. I struggled with this pick because I thought the 49ers, their defense is great.
Yeah.
They have a great defense. They were at home. They got McCaffrey. They got the wind in their sails. They were ready to go. Although I shouldn't have the wind in their sails because they lost the week before to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But anyways, I took the 49ers. That was dumb. So anyways, yeah.
All good. Actually, it's not dumb being at home with a strong defense and Christian McCaffrey.
Well, they got to be pissed off. They lost to Atlanta last week. They got smoked by Atlanta. They're like, we got to get our together here.
Now we're going to talk Sunday Night Football very briefly because it wasn't a very exciting game. I thought the Steelers would do a lot better, but Tua was back off of his latest concussion and finally starting for the Dolphins. It was in Miami. It wasn't a very high-scoring game. In fact, I don't think they scored much in the second half at all. It was 16-10 Dolphins. The most important thing for Dolphins fans is that Tua is back, but you do have, with him being out with a concussion, some work to do because of the Bills, Patriots, and Jets have been just on heaters.
Yeah, they got to figure out Pickett because he had 257.
The Steelers do,
yeah. 257 passing yards, 1 TD, 3 interceptions, 2 sacks. He is not. I mean, he's a rookie QB.
But Trubisky's not playing well.
Well, yeah, you got to go. Well, Trubisky or Pickett.
What are you doing? You're not going to get Big Ben, his fat ass, off the couch. He's covered in pork rinds and sending off inappropriate pictures with his cell phone. You're not going to get him off the couch out of retirement
I think about it.
to get, because Trubisky and Pickett needs a little more experience. Trubisky's not a starter. I don't know what the Steelers. This is actually going to be Tomlin's first losing season. Tomlin has never had a losing season.
Oh, he's gonna lose
in the 140 years he's been coaching the Steelers.
He is losing
this season. He will lose. Yeah.
First of all, the one thing about Ben Roethlisberger that we all know is that he keeps it tight.
He does not.
He keeps himself in game shape all the time.
You need to Google pictures.
He is like Terrell Owens ripped all year.
Never.
Literally in his backyard just running 40s.
No.
Or drinking 40s. One of the
drinking 40s.
One of the two. I'm not sure.
Drinking 40s and eating fried chicken. There is, if you look at Google images of Ben Roethlisberger for the last 5 seasons preseason, and then he's got to end up getting in game shape, they talk about. He's got to drop like 20 pounds. There's no way after retirement. Right now, he looks like he's been at Kenny Rogers Roasters for a while.
But you know what? He's having a good time.
He's probably having a
great time. He's Ben Roethlisberger.
His former team is sucking.
If you want to have a beer with an ex-quarterback, I bet you Ben Roethlisberger, you'd have a pretty good time.
He'd probably have a really good time.
Totally. I'd meet him at Hooters.
He would totally be at Hooters.
With John Daly.
We'd
all hang out, have some beers, get some chicken wings.
Former golf legend, or I guess he's still playing. John Daly and Ben Roethlisberger. That would be one hell of a night.
Listen, Roethlisberger's having a good time right now, and I'm pretty sure he's keeping it tight, so maybe give him a call.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, his cell phone's probably off, though.
So, obviously, Dolphins won. Who picked who in these games?
We both took the Dolphins.
We both took the Dolphins.
Both took the Dolphins, yeah.
So that is it. Obviously, at the time of recording, Monday Night Football has not happened. We will recap Monday Night Football in a bonus segment this week. It is Patriots-Bears. We both took the Patriots, so it doesn't affect our picks. Patriots are an 8-point favorite. By the time you're watching this, that game is already played. The Patriots are going to beat the Bears. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
That's fine. They're in my division.
Yeah, so the Patriots are going to, it's in Foxborough.
Yeah.
So that game we're not going to recap because it hasn't happened yet at the time of recording. So make sure you're tuning in the rest of the week. We're going to have bonus segments for you as well as our Week 8 prediction show where we will also talk our fantasy football league because there's still one more game to play. We're going to wait for that week to finish before we talk about that. But right now we have almost 100-point lead on Dan's Toy Chest in that league. It's not looking good. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Do we have a total from our predictions from last week now that we've recapped the Week 7 games?
You're 9, I'm 7.
All right, and I was 1 up from the last week, so I am now 3 up.
3 up, yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Plus 3 to fish.
Plus 3. So we'll see. I probably should have taken the Commanders.
Well, you're gonna be up another one this week because I'm gonna take the Bucs, or not the Bucs.
The Patriots.
I'm gonna take the Patriots.
Packers.
The Packers. I'm gonna take the Packers.
And the Bills.
And you're gonna take the Bills.
I'm gonna take the Bills
because you're not an idiot.
Yeah.
And so there's a plus 1 to you too.
So I'm plus 3 in our season-long predictions. We'll do more of that as we do our prediction show for Week 8 football. Can't wait for more football because the Thursday night game is going to be like a really good game.
Maybe.
It is, isn't it?
Well, it's Ravens Bucs.
Yeah, so I mean it's decent teams. Hopefully the Bucs can figure out what's going on there and turn things around.
They could only score 3 points against Carolina. How many points are they going to put up against
But the Ravens didn't play well against the Browns.
Yeah, but the Ravens have a much better defense than Carolina, do they not? Yeah.
We'll do all that in our prediction show coming up later this week. Check out Just a Bit Offside on Instagram as well. We thank you guys very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
Peace.